Hi, I'm Zach. I'm the new seminarian here in town. I'm excited to be here at St. Joseph's. I'm a seminarian for the Archdiocese and also with a small religious community in the area called the Apostles of the Interior Life. This will be my 5th year here in Kansas. Moved up here from Texas about 4 years ago. I'm glad to be here. It's a great place. So as I mentioned, I'm part of a small religious community called the Apostles of the Interior Life. Our community was founded in Rome in 1990, actually with our sisters. They came first. And then the priestly branch was founded in 2007. Our founder is a priest of the Diocese of Rome, and his great desire was to form a community that could dedicate itself full-time to spiritual formation and evangelization of God's people. In 2014, our community moved here to Kansas City. All 9 of the members are here now. There's 6 priests and 3 of us seminarians who are in formation for the priesthood. So before I entered the seminary, I studied physics and aerospace engineering, first at Notre Dame and then went to graduate school at A&M for 2 years. I still have a few relics of my Notre Dame days, including my co-rec basketball jersey. The physics majors and I formed our own team, played a few different co-rec sports, and as you can see, it was a pretty nerdy design. We got a proton on the front there, and on the back we put different math equations that equaled numbers, so I'm number 1. Howdy! As I said, I grew up in Texas, and in those days I used to love to wear a cowboy hat and boots. Those days are behind me, but I still have some remnants. I actually got this hat recently when we went to Mexico City, Father Scott, Monsignor Mullen and I, and Archbishop for the Our Lady of Guadalupe pilgrimage. I took my old ratty hat that I had for about 10 or 12 years down there. It was about to fall apart. It had mowed the lawn and gone hiking and such. It was in pretty bad shape, and we were at a taco stand, and the owner of the taco stand came up and just switched hats with me and gave me this one, which is pretty nice. It was a beautiful moment of learning to receive God's providence, because I struggled to let go of that old ratty hat and accept the nice, new, beautiful one that I'd been given. It took me the whole afternoon to finally say, yeah, this is much better, and I should just receive this gift from the Lord. So one of my favorite saints is St. Maximilian Kolbe. And if you aren't familiar with his story, he had a great devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary and founded monasteries in Poland and in Japan to introduce other people to Our Lady so that she could lead them to Jesus. And during the World War II, he was arrested by the Nazis and taken to a concentration camp at Auschwitz, where they eventually killed him. Actually, he offered his life to take the place of a father of a family, so that man actually ended up surviving, was at his canonization years later. But I have a great love for St. Maximilian. I'm inspired by his love for Our Lady, and also the gift of his life that he gave to save that man. And recently I was blessed to be loaned a relic of St. Maximilian. We actually don't have very many relics of him because his body was burned at Auschwitz. But beforehand, years before, one time when he was given a haircut, one of the brothers of his community saved the hair. Maximilian had told him to put it in the incinerator, but he didn't tell him to burn it. So the man put it in the incinerator, didn't turn it on, and took it back out. So we're blessed to have some relics of him still. If you're around this year at Halloween or All Saints' Day, you may see my St. Maximilian costume come out. So that's a little bit about me. Looking forward to getting to know more about y'all over this next year. Glad to be here at St. Joe's.